Okay, this is the field of view problem, and the initial setup is in the classroom. We're going to do a demo where we have the tape measure taped to the ground, and then we have a piece of tape or a meter stick attached to the wall, and it has to be eye level height of the person that's doing the view tube. We also want to mark the middle of this with a plumb bob so that it matches up exactly where the center of the tape is.
And so again, make sure the observer has their eye height, and when they look through the tube, you need to make sure one eye is covered, and then they get to look through the tube.
Keeping the center line in the center of the tube. And so the other person should take the plumb line and make sure that the end of the tube is where they're measuring the distance from the wall. So right now, we're going to actually try to do a 1 foot measurement from the wall. So Christy, if you can move forward about 2 feet. Keep coming, I'll tell you when to stop. A little bit more, and right about there. So right there, we're about 1 foot from the wall, measured from this plumb line, not from her toes, because we want to measure from the end of the pipe. And so right here, we're going to actually do a measurement and check out what her field of vision is for this distance. In order to do that, we're going to take these straight edges, and we're just going to place them on the wall and move them until Christy tells us that we're in the right spot.
Okay, right stop. And so in the middle of the tube, I can see this line, and on the outsides of the tube, I can see the white surface.
So now we're going to go ahead and just mark that spot for our first measurement. And we're marking it as A because our first measurement over here is A. And we're going to go ahead and measure how far that distance is with our ruler.
It's 2.5 inches.
And so that's our first data point. We're going to go ahead and do that for a bunch of other ones. We're going to take 7 more. And those can either be, they can be exactly the same or they can all be different. The students can decide on what those distances are.
And they do need to know the length of their tube in order to incorporate that in their answer.